Hey, Joe, RxHealthyHabits coming at you with today's video in the series Dive In, Tips for Smarter Swimming. And in this video series, we talk about different tips that are going to help you if you choose swimming as an exercise that you want to pursue. And I got to tell you, I'm an avid cyclist. I love cycling. I love hiking. I love going to the weight room and doing some toning, but I've really started to get an appreciation for swimming as an overall fitness. So I highly recommend that you consider this. So here's 3 tips. These aren't the whole things that you need to know about getting into swimming or beginning, but these are some biggies. Number 1, I recommend you really find a fitness pool and invest in a membership that suits you. And you can go and check all these out. My recommendation is go there and ask them if you can do a free trial where you go swimming, and try the pool out, but also do a tour of the facility. See if it's got a couple of criteria, and see if you like the facility. If you like whatever facility it's in, whether it's a club, a public pool, or it's a YMCA, go in there and check it out. Check out the rates, and I really recommend that you get a membership that's going to give you what you need. And one of the things you need in a membership is the hours of operation. You want to make sure you can get there and get the swimming in when you need to, based on your schedule. And there's some other factors too. Convenience. Is it located near your house, on the way to work? A lot of factors. So I look at it as not as spending money, but an investment, because you really are investing in your health. And I tell you what, when you start getting into it, you'll realize just how valuable it is. But people struggle with getting a pool because they might have one for a while, but then if it's an outdoor pool, it closes, or maybe it's not very convenient, and before you know it, they're not able to get consistently going 2 or 3 times a week. So number 2, this is a big one. Buy some simple equipment and consider some swim lessons. Now, simple equipment, in my case, I really was turned off from swimming because my eyes would always be burning with the chlorine or the salt, and also my ears would always be full. And I'd end up getting otitis externa, which is an outer ear infection, or I just would have water in my ear, which it drives me crazy. So I fixed that. Goggles, earplugs, simple. The other thing was my swimsuit. When I was swimming, I couldn't do certain kicks in the water because they were too baggy, and they wouldn't allow me to open. So I had to buy jammers, which are Speedos. And the reason why I got those is because it's a lot easier to swim with those. But also, a couple times my suit went down below my waist, and that's not a good thing for people to see a 62-year-old man's bum in the water doing freestyle stroke. I'm like, this is not cool. So anyway, a warning to you guys. Make sure you get a good suit. Swim lessons. I really recommend, especially if you're just beginning, to get some swim lessons. If there's somebody there that could do it, they're usually very reasonable. You're not going to need that many. They're going to talk about breathing. They're going to talk about strokes. They're going to talk about how to learn about strokes. They're going to talk about follow-up on this. And I'm going to really recommend that you really consider that if you're a beginner. We're fortunate. We have a pool that we belong to that's part of our community center and a 55-plus community, a Del Webb community. So there's actually 4 pools, 2 indoors. And every time we go there, there's somebody that's swimming that I can ask questions to. It's kind of cool. So I don't even need to pay somebody. I got people all day long that are offering if I ask. But you need to think about spending $30-40 on some lessons. And it's only going to take a few. All right? So important. And then, they might say, get a kickboard, get one of these other pieces of equipment, very inexpensive, to help with some of your strokes and to help get your timing down, your technique down. It's so important. All right? That's number 2. Number 2 is buying some equipment and consider lessons. Number 3, get to the pool at least 3 times a week and follow up by watching YouTube videos or talking to your swimming instructor, because I found that if I don't go more than, once a week just doesn't cut it. Twice a week, 3 times a week is kind of ideal for me because I also cycle the other days of the week because I'm kind of crazy like that, and I enjoy road cycling, going outdoors and getting on my bike, but 3 times a week. You're going to need that because it's going to take you a while to get really comfortable and get more efficient and get more, your technique better and better. And it's going to take going to the pool often. So especially in the beginning, if you want to really dial this in, go often. You may want to join a swim club because that's going to force you to go 3 times a week because they're all getting together. The camaraderie is great. And again, they're going to teach you some things. Now, I'm a big fan of YouTube. When I get done, like today, I swam this morning. I'm going to watch some YouTube videos before I go to bed tonight on swimming technique, especially the new stroke I'm working on, which is the backstroke, which I'm terrible at, okay? I am terrible. I need so much work on this, so I have to watch that tonight to see what I did wrong today. But also, I watched one the other night before I went swimming, and today my breathing was so much better in the water. I was exhaling under the water, blowing the bubbles out like you showed, and then breathing when I came out. So much different than trying to blow out and breathe in. Sounds simple, right? I guess I didn't catch that the first time. So I watch the beginning videos all the time. And I'll give you some links down below to some ones that I like. But anyway, I hope that helps. And the one last thing I'm going to leave you with is, if you get into swimming, it can be discouraging in the beginning, especially since it's kind of uncomfortable to really get your groove. I'm just going to tell you not to give up and stay with it, because I think it's really going to become your exercise of choice. It has been for me. So until next video.